So this is my art installation. What's it called again? My art ended up in here. No, I should have ended up in here, but my art did instead. It's an old jail cell in the Hamtramck Hash Art Artist Studio exhibition space. This is the install spot. It's here for 2 months. I'm on my second month. This is, I don't know, all the art that I created through like the past, I don't know, 5 years or something. And to answer your question, a lot of it is, it was a process of just like catharsis and intuitive kind of dowsing rod behavior, like searching for water in the earth, you know? Because a lot of it was like I'd find, you know, a piece of metal on the street or, you know, a painting in the garbage and paint over it, and then take like a photograph of like some glue that held a sign on campo, and, you know, then outline the glue and kind of create like this mysterious record of the time in which I found it and why it meant something to me. Or, you know, I'd just get crazy stoned and write a bunch of freaking madness just to get out of my head. You know, or like get upset about a current issue. You know, like we have monks that are burning themselves, like hundreds of monks a year that are burning themselves for Tibet. And all we can remember is that one monk in that very famous photo. And these people are still self-emulating, but they're not being covered by the media, and it's really important. So I put, you know, 99 cent, like that's power, that means something, but it's like, we look at it as this cheap commodity, when it's still like a life sacrificing itself for a greater cause. You know, so these frustrations that I had, and I needed to like find some way to like record them, and people liked them, so I kept doing it. You know, a lot of it, yeah, like found a screen in the garbage. I saw a dumbbell. Just kind of things just pouring out of me. You know, like these right here. These are all the crushed cans that I found in alleyways here in Hamtramck. And I found them so beautiful that I needed to put them together in some way. And I guess this is like my attempt to like take that raw element and like wrap it up in some way where people would want to buy it. You know, if I just handed them a bunch of crushed cans, like no. But if I tell them that I found them in alleyways, you know, I collected them and I put them all together in this beautiful composition, then maybe that's like a piece of Hamtramck they want to own, you know? Which I think is silly, but you know, it's still for sale. Hey. That's a sign I found in the garbage, and that's just beautiful by itself. Yeah, I had like this like fascination with buying like cheap stuff from the liquor store. These gloves right here, they're like work gloves and they're only $1. Which, like, where do they get this? Like China and like big crates. So I was kind of in this like dark place where I was drawing a lot of skulls. So I guess like this fits together in a lot of ways, which is like a scene from Rod Serling's Twilight Zone. People are like, oh, how can you draw so clearly? I just projected it. So it's like, a lot of it was like, all right, how little work can I do to make a really beautiful piece of art? My intention then was to, I guess, like be as raw and open to people around me to make them feel comfortable, to share that also raw and open space that everyone has, that everyone wants to express. And during a lot of this art making, you know, I had a lot of people come over just for that reason. You know, yeah, to have a few beers and kind of unwind, but also like to feel like they could be themselves. And like that was helping me be more myself too, you know? So it's about openness and it's about feeling free to express yourself. That's what that time was, but I don't know, people are assholes, so I'm kind of done with that. I'm just making things that people want to buy now. So what I do with these pieces, I don't know. I'm thinking I might burn them or give them away, but do a good recording of it. You know, maybe like this monk right here, self-immolation. It's kind of what all this is. and scary. But I think in the face of fear, that's like real growth. And of course, I want to make money on them. I want to give them good homes. But, if I can't, then what do? They sit in a storage room or a basement, getting old, haunting me. I look at them and they go, oh, I could have sold that, but that was a different time. So it's like putting them on life support, or just pull the plug. Because they all have to go at some point. Like when I die, they're gonna be thrown in garage sales or thrown in the garbage, but I'm eventually going to die, so. Yeah, it's a temperance kind of thing, isn't it? This is like the art that I'm making now is for some reason about jet skis, which is like the motorcycle of the water. And this right here is like me pulling away from the past and trying to just like, go forward, move forward, and just make like cool looking jet ski art. I don't know why I'm drawn to this, but I just really want to make cool looking jet ski art. And I have like 3 pieces in the car I brought to show you guys because it's like my new direction. But art that doesn't have to be thought about so much and doesn't require so much alcohol, that's a good thing, right? So that's one. Yeah. So it's like escaping the jail cell, It's like you're getting out. What's next? Next chapter. I'm gonna smoke that cigarette. So I brought these to show you guys some of the jet ski art. I decided this to be like a 3-piece dude. And like this pattern in the background is actually from the envelope when you like get public assistance like Medicaid. It's like the inside pattern. And it's just straight up jet skis with like extra gestural stuff on top of it.
Josh rented a studio here for a few months.
Yeah, a couple months.
But yeah, you just came, you found us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw you on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, and you lived right nearby.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm always right here, so we walked over your garage one day. It was cold.
And it was really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you just had everything stacked in there. And I really enjoyed like that discovery, pulling the one thing and then pulling the next thing. And it's like that first glance you think, oh man, what a mess, what a wreck. And then you really look at it and you see that there's a lot of soul, a lot of heart put into it. And that's one thing I don't see a lot in art right now. I think is missing in a lot of contemporary art. It's a lot of irony and kitsch, and I don't know, I saw something a little bit deeper in what you got in there. Yeah. It's
really nice of you to say. You've never told me that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I appreciate you on that. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good time though. And then you let me store it in your furnace room for a couple of months while I got my shit together. And
a little safer than the garage.
Yeah, right. I know.
Not as many critters.
There's that cool 78 Monte Carlo in there too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That definitely helps sell the art, I think.
It's all in the same aesthetic, yeah.